Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, finally back on live. And I show you how to open up your own independent living program for those who are new here, right? And if you don't know what shared living or co-living or independent living is, essentially what we do is house those who can't get into traditional housing, right? Because maybe it could be a numerous of things. It could be because of their credit. It could be because they don't have enough money. It could be because they have something on their background. It could be a myriad of reasons, but whatever the reason is, we house them, right? You don't need a license to do this. You literally can do this in any state, all right? How we get paid, because everybody likes to know how we get paid. We get paid through private pay. We get paid through the agencies or nonprofit, or the government, SSVF, right? A lot of people like to think, oh, if they're homeless, then how are we getting money? They have money, you guys. They have their SSI. They have their SSDI. They have their veteran benefits. So they do come with money. It's just that they don't have the housing. All right. That's what we provide. We provide strictly housing. There's nothing medical about it, so you don't have to worry about that. We're not providing any medication, bathing, dressing, cooking, cleaning. We're not doing that. They're all independent, so they do it themselves. So that makes it better for us. All right. Again, you don't need a license for this. You don't need a special degree for this. This is one of the easier business models to get into. That's why I encourage a lot of you to do it. Some people come to me and they have a background themselves, right? They have like a criminal background. Doesn't matter. You could have misdemeanors. You could have felonies. Okay, none of that matters. With this program, like when you're setting up your housing program, you can circumvent the decline. You can circumvent the system. You don't have to, report to a boss or get hired at a job. This is your own. This is your own business. So you don't have to worry about whether or not you have something on your background. There's many people with felonies and misdemeanors who are doing their thing out there. So please don't be discouraged like, oh my God, there's something on my background. I'm not going to be able to do it. That's not true. People with backgrounds are doing it all the time. So if that's your frame of thinking, don't worry about that. Okay. Also, what I'm seeing is older people. I mean, I am the older people, but older people, I encourage you also to do this. Okay. This is not a young girl's game. This is not a young man's game. 25 to 75 and beyond. As long as you have energy to do it and you want to do it, then do it. Okay, I encourage older people to do it because don't nobody want to be working in their older years. I know I don't. Hey Jimmy, hey Nola, hey Atlantis. If you guys got questions, just drop them below and I'll answer them. Hey Mona. When you're older, you don't want to be working. So I encourage, if you're older, look into this. All right, find somebody that you trust and let them guide you through it. You don't have to be out here wondering what to do, confused, overwhelmed because you're hearing different things. You can do this too. You can get in on this too. All right. We're going to talk about the housing. Hi, Jules. Hey, Karen. Hi, April. A lot of people go straight for the house, right? We know that, because everybody sees the house and they go straight for the house. Before you pick out your house or before you get your house, you have to build the relationships, guys, because the people inside of your home is what's making the business. Okay, you can't have a house and no participants in it. Then you just have a house with more bills. Okay, so you got to be out there and you have to let people know you exist. You have to make those, relationships so that you can have the people in your house. DJ Michael Garcia asks, can a client ask their female caregiver live with them, same apartments? See, that's up to you, DJ. Like if a clients have caregivers all the time, but they don't necessarily live there. But that's up to you. If you allow that caregiver to live there, okay. But you want to be careful, okay? Because if he needs does he need like 24-hour care? You can have people that need assistance, that's fine, all day. But if you get too many clients like that, it's going to start to look like an assisted living home. Okay, everybody can't need assistance unless you're doing like wraparound services. But it's up to you if you want to allow her to live there? Yeah, that was a good question though. Hey Kim. Hi Jeanette. But yeah, this is a great way. I don't know what I don't know what your goals are. Like, I really don't. My sole goal was to leave my job. That was it. I didn't have any big plans to open up 2, 3. I didn't have that vision yet, right? The goal was, if I can get out of this job, I'll be good. And I did it, right? And it can happen quicker than you really think. I did it in less than 30 days. Okay, and I'm not a unicorn. I'm not different. We're the same, okay? So you can do it like that too. You can get it done in 30. You could do it in 60. It depends on how, how fast you move, how well you make the connections. You got to be out there, you know what I mean? Okay? When you're out there searching for your housing, you guys can do it in apartments. If you can't find a house, you can do this in an apartment. Just make sure it's on the first floor, because I don't know what your demographic is. If you're housing men, you can house women, you can house veterans, you can house single mothers with children, single fathers with children, you can house mental health, you can house the children aging out of foster care, you can house the men and women coming home out of the prison system. Whoever your demographic is, it's up to you. I know a lot of people like to shoot for the veterans because they're real, real popular, but you don't have to house veterans, you guys. You can house whoever you want to house. Hey, honey bun. How are you? You can house whoever you want to house. Just don't, jump into the hype of veterans, because there's a whole demographic of a lot of people who need housing constantly. You can do this anywhere because there's always going to be homeless people. You'll never run out of clientele. So don't even trip off of that. Like, who am I going to house? Pick a population. They're there. Okay? And if you're just finding out about independent living, just, go around a couple channels, see who you vibe with, learn, right? Write some notes. You'll be able to do this. I promise you. If you can learn steps, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You just got to be willing to go out there and make yourself known. And I know it's hard for people who are more introverted or a little more shy, but listen to me. Okay, listen to me, because I'm like that too. And it still works. Okay? It still works. So, hey, honey bun. Hi, honey. What are you doing here? Hi, baby. Hey, Tweez. Thanks for joining. It really doesn't matter, you guys. So, whatever demographic you want to house, just house them. Like I said, if you find there's so many people in the game now, I know yous are getting confused. People are all over the place. I'm hearing people saying, don't get a website or don't get an LLC. You don't get it and see what happens. The agencies are not even going to take you seriously. Hi, baby. Hello. I have some questions. What city and state are you doing this at? I'm out in PA, but you can do this in any city or state. It doesn't matter. As long as you have a homeless population, you're gonna be fine. But thanks for the hearts. I appreciate that. Look at my honey bun. So I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, you can really do this anywhere. Don't worry about that. When you're going room to room and you're trying to gather information, just be cautious who you're listening to. The way you set up is really important. I'm telling you. Because they check. The agencies check. They want to go online and see that you have a presence. They're not going to send their clients to some janky setup. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. It's going to give yourself a bad name, and the people that are trying to do the business themselves, it's going to give them a bad name. It's going to look real janky. It's going to turn real sketchy, because it's starting to look like that, because people are just setting up their homes and throwing people in it. Build your business, build your program, do it the right way. If you don't know what you're doing, just get with someone who knows what they're doing, so you can do it the right way, so you can fill your bed, so you can get those partnerships, so you can, get those thousands of dollars that you do want. Ultimately, yes, we want to help people, but at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, it's a business, you guys. Okay, what number of rooms in the house? What do you charge? It's up to you. I would shoot for a 4-bedroom if you can afford it. If you can afford it. Nothing under a 3-bedroom. Don't get 2, 3 or better. But I'd shoot for 4. What I charge here is $750. But $750 out here might not be good for you. Okay? What? You gotta just look around. Sorry. Look around and, you know, in your area and see what the rate is going for. But if there's like a specific number that you're trying to reach, like say, okay, you get a house and your goal is to reach $5,000 a month, right? You just take your utilities and you add your rent, and you're going to divide it by the number of people that you're going to house. Whatever that number is, that's what you have to charge each individual to get your $5,000 a month. You get it? Like that. Hey, Wendy. Hi, Fatima. I was waiting for Terrence, but I don't know. I think he might be busy today. I think you guys really liked the live we did. You had really good questions the last time. I appreciate that. Repeat. Okay. So if you have a certain amount of return on your investment that you're trying to make, say you want to make $5,000 from your one house. We're going to start with one house. If that's your goal, to make $5,000, what you have to do is take your rent plus your utilities, right? You're going to add that up, and you're going to divide it by the number of people that you're going to house. Whatever that number is, that's the number that you have to charge each individual in order to get that number that you want, that $5,000. Hi, Marie. Anthony, thank you for popping in. You guys, can you do me a big favor and get the likes up for me? Please, 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 please. Thank you. Hi, Marie. You're welcome. No problem. And I want to just touch on this because as I'm seeing different people, like when I'm teaching different people and they go in, because they're very excited, and I get it why you're excited. This is exciting, and it's a big deal. Once you get your home, you guys, and I know you want to help, and I know that you probably have really good personalities and you're outgoing and you just like people, but it's a business, you guys. It's a business. So that level of professionalism has to stay there. Don't start sister girling people. I'm just saying, if you house women or if you house men, don't start sister girling them. You know, coming over and, hey guys, oh, you guys are cooking Sunday dinner, let me get a plate. Like, don't start that. It starts out good, but by the end, the respect, they're gonna start seeing you as their equal, and the respect level is gonna go down, and then the favors are going to start to be asked. Then, thank you for liking my live, honey bun. Then the favors are going to start to be asked. Just the level of respect is going to go down. Then they're going to start calling you like your friends, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So whatever professionalism you had in the first place, keep it there. Don't buddy, because they're going to take very much advantage of you. Very much. Diana, thank you for joining. Hi, Loris. But yeah, you guys can do this in any county, any city, any state. There is no zoning required in most states. You just don't need it. If you do not trip off of that. Don't think, oh my God, I need zoning, I need a permit, now I can't do it. It's not true. It's a simple process, but it just takes 30 days. That's what's going to happen. You go to your, what is it called? Your local counties, your official county's website, whatever your county. Let's say Bucks County official website. You go on the website, you fill out the application, you wait for a minute. They're going to send you a letter. They're going to give you a court date, right? Don't trip about the court date. All you're doing is presenting your program and telling them why you want your program in that neighborhood. It's not a big deal. It just takes longer. Okay? You'll get your answer in 30 days. Okay? And then you can open. So don't worry about that. Hold on, let me go back down. Sorry. Tori, thanks for joining. I appreciate you. But if you have any questions, just let me know. And it's easier than you think. I know a lot of people think, oh my God, it's going to take forever. And it really doesn't. It happens quicker than you think. And you're not even ready when it happens. When those social workers and those caseworkers start calling you, a lot of people say, I don't even answer the phone because I'm not ready. Answer your phone. You're ready. Answer the phone. Miss Carrie, baby, I'm in PA. Again, you could do this in any state though, so it doesn't matter. Some states might be a little higher than others, but you can always go in those side towns, like those side cities. I couldn't have put mine out where I'm at because it was just, the rent was just too high. The profit wouldn't have been good. I wouldn't have been able to help as many people. So I had to go to the city over. 20-minute ride. Hello, just coming on. Do a person need money to get the property? You can own your own property. If you happen to own your own property, even better, but most of us just rent. Greetings, GA here. So the government is paying to house the homeless. SSVF does pay for the veterans. And then there are nonprofit agencies, there's churches, and of course, you know, they have their own income. You're welcome, Deb. Yes, SSVF. That's for the veterans. But if you're not housing veterans, there are still nonprofit agencies that are going to be willing to pay to house the people that they send over to you. You're welcome. Thank you, Sharon, for joining. I appreciate you. Just 1 second, guys. After setting up the foundation now, working on a shirt. Hey, do I wait until it's back to start marketing? Carla, do it now. Do it now, because even if your shirt doesn't come in, so what? You throw your interview clothes on, okay? You throw your interview clothes on and you rock out like that. Don't wait for that shirt. Do it now. You could do it now. What's the state site you offered a few minutes ago? Your official county's website. Whatever your county's website is, say you're in Bucks County, put Bucks County official website. Miss Carrie, baby, thank you for liking my live. I appreciate you. Thanks for the follow. Linda, I appreciate you. But the one thing is, you guys, please remember, you do have to market. That's literally the backbone of what we do. If you don't market, you'll get no placements. No one will know you exist. No one will know you have a program. No one will be in your home. So the house will be useless. So you have to be willing to get out there. I think that going out there face to face is the best way. HUD-FASH doesn't pay for shared rooms. It can't be shared. Okay, sorry, divine disruption. Let me see, what was the question? Okay, county website, and then go where? There should be a tab. It'll either say zoning or permit. You're welcome. Miss Carrie, baby, thank you for liking a lot. Oh, Luffy, thank you, baby. But yeah, I really encourage you guys to do this. Is literally the easiest way to get your money up. I promise you. You're gonna have the bank teller asking you, well, what do you do for a living? You're welcome. You are very welcome. And once you establish like a relationship with the nonprofits or like the agencies, it makes things so much easier, only because they know who you are. The moment they have somebody, they're sending them right to you. So you don't have to market as hard anymore. You know, that's why it's so important to build the relationships, because once you're in there with them, you're good. How you get around HOAs? Wolfie, I do not advise HOAs. It's not impossible to do it. You can, but the people are going to give you a hard time. The people around you are going to give you a hard time. They're not going to like people coming in and going out, and I don't think they're going to like it. They're going to give you a hard time. So I wouldn't put my home, if I wouldn't do it like residential, mixed residential areas, because it has to be on a bus route as well too. Do you give the bank a code to open a business account? Carla, what code, baby? I'm in Vegas. We have a lot of HOA. I know it. But you can find, like I said, even, I don't know if Vegas has apartments, but you can still do it in apartments as well. Miss Carrie, baby, thank you for liking my live. I appreciate that. Some people talk about NACIS. I think code. Oh, the NAICS code. You talk about the NAICS code. That's for your LLC. That's for your LLC. That's just a code to it. It's like it categorizes your business. That's when you open your LLC. Yep, there is lots of organizations for vets and homeless. Erica, thank you, baby. Wolfie, you did? Where'd you go? Tell me where you go. Tell me where you went. Tell the chat where you went. Because there's so many places that you guys can go. There's so many places in my town that I didn't even realize that were there until I reached out to certain programs, and then they put me onto programs. So please reach out to these nonprofits, you guys, to these churches, to these agencies. How long have you been doing this? A year now. Little G Space, thanks for joining. Okay, perfect. I use one for housing. Perfect, Carla. If wholesale, so Zillow is best, find renters looking to rent for over 30 to 60 days. Wait, will we say that again, baby? I'm not. Wholesale, so Zillow is best. Say it one more time. How'd I start? First, I was introduced to this business model probably about a decade ago. But I wasn't even thinking about it because, I was in nursing school. So I was like, I know what I'm doing. I'm not. Thank you, honey bun. I know what I'm doing. You do that. I'm doing this. I'm going to go get this nursing money. And look at me now. Tired, burnt out, and it was just too much. But that's how I got started. And then it came back around again. But the advertisement that I saw, a lady was talking about veterans. And I'm like, oh, I remember that lady back in the day was housing veterans. So what do? Jump on that good Google, see what I needed to do. And here we are. Absolutely. It's okay. You started. Yeah. I know. I mean, I wish I would have recognized how valuable it was then. But when you're stuck on something, you're stuck on something. But I could have been sat down and got out of the way and got my money up without going through all the student loans and all the stress and all that. Okay, find homes for rent on Zillow and offer it to them. Yes, Wolfie, you can go on Zillow. You can go to apartments.com. You can go Redfin, Facebook Market to find your housing. There's so many places. Don't just stick to Zillow. Even when you're driving by, you see the for rents. Those are the good ones because they're very lenient. I'm looking to open some in Vegas and Biloxi, Mississippi. All right, I know that's right. Blessings on you for not gatekeeping the. Oh, thank you, baby. I mean, I can't house everybody, right? I'm not in every state. Do you have a specific script for property agents so that they can? Yes, ma'am. I got a script for the landlords, a script for the agencies. I tell you exactly where to go to find the agencies in your area, who to look for, how to reach out to them, what to say. It's all step by step, so you're not going to be able to mess it up. You can't mess it up. You know what I mean? The way I teach is very just straightforward. It's none of the 37-page module, and you gotta go back to module 6 to remember what they were talking about. Because I can't learn like that. I forget like that. So it's not that. It's straight to the point. You're going to understand once you finish the video. Partnerships. We all can house everyone. Yes, honey bun. Wolfie, thank you for the repost, baby. I appreciate that. Divine, thank you for liking the live. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, don't worry about... thank you for liking the live. Like if you feel like, oh, you don't have your polos yet, or your badges, or your, you know, your attire with your program's name on it, it's okay. Okay, you could get it later. Don't trip on that. Like, put your interview clothes on and get out there. You teaching only, or you looking to partner? Partner with who, Wolfie? I have partnerships, but what kind of partnerships are you talking about? Lady Truth, thank you for the follow, baby. I appreciate you. Hey, Sharon. I just want to encourage everybody to just at least try it. At least try. I know the nerves are going to talk you out of it, and you're going to say, oh my God, I don't want to waste my money, or what if I don't fill my house? What if I don't get clients? You're going to get clients. I give you my word, you're going to get clients. They're going to come. Okay? They're going to come. You just have to stick with it. As long as you're promoting, as long as you're advertising, as long as you're reaching out, they're going to come. How much everything costs? Forever Rich, again, I hate to say it all depends, but it does. Okay? Because where I live is probably lower than where you live. I did mine for a little under 4,000. Some people do this for 6. It never really truly goes over 6,000. Some people do it for even less than that, depending on the area where you live, because you have to, you know, factor in the first month's rent and the security. Furniture, you know, we don't buy anything new around here. Everything's secondhand. Because again, they're not going to take care of it the way you and I would take care of it. Yep, Divine, we don't buy anything new, honey. Nothing new. They will mess your stuff up. Or dining, dinner. What are your thoughts on dinner living? Favorite legacy, what you mean? Thanks for joining. Coach Mo. Terrence, there goes the man of the hour. We've been live for 27 minutes. Request stop, Terrence. Autocorrect. Favorite legacy, say it again for me, because I didn't catch it. Sober. Hold on. Say it again for me. Do you require a lot of forms to get started? Forms like what? You're going to need your intake packet, right? You're going to need your we'll do 1 second. All right. You're going to need your intake packet, your intake forms, and your I know a ton of people who have like a shit ton of paperwork, and it kind of seems like you're signing paperwork for mortgages, but it's up to you. But you do need to have your intake forms and your policies and procedures. That's really all you need. I get it. I've got a storage full of furniture. Yes. 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 Divine. Yes. Perfect. That's perfect. Perfect. We try not to buy anything new. Favorite legacy apparel, I'm sorry. Can you just write it out one more time? Because I swear I forgot what you said. I know you're saying sober living, but I can't attach what you said to that before. I'm so sorry. Can you just say it again for me, please? You're welcome. Gemini, thank you for liking the live. But yeah, we try not to buy anything new, y'all, because I'm telling you that they're going to tear it up and you're going to be really mad. You're going to keep replacing stuff. And we don't want to do that. I'm out in PA. Riri, yeah, they're in that's in my bio. Are there certain different regulations for sober living? Oh, okay, that's what you were saying. Are there certain different regulations for sober living? Well, not really. All of our houses technically can be considered sober living because they cannot do any drugs, they cannot do any alcohol. There are restrictions. Some people do have curfews. Some people even do urine tests. So it runs kind of like, pretty much like a sober living. hmm My income, I can show you my income because I don't care. It's 4,000 after my expenses. But it can look different for everybody depending on how many rooms you have, Divine. It depends on how many rooms you have and what you charge. Going live on my channel now. Add me in. All right, finally. There goes the man. Where you at, Terrence? I sent the invite. I don't know why it even popped up yet. But Terrence coaches independent living too, and like he's really dope. He has it locked in Florida. What about the room size? The room size really doesn't matter as long as you can fit two in there and they're not like on top of each other. You'll be fine. No, the houses are pretty big in my area. It's very spacious. They all like to stay in the room anyway. They all don't like to congregate in the living room, the dining room, or the kitchen. So they like their own space. There goes the man of the hour.
What up? What up?
What's going on? I was on for like 30 minutes. I was like, he'll see that I'm live and hopefully he'll either come on or he's busy.
Yeah, no, I apologize. I texted you. I was like, hey, we still gonna go live, and I was on a call, and you didn't text back. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna get off right now. But then I was like, let me see if she's live. And sure enough, you were there. So it's all good.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You kept to the schedule, so you did your thing. I'm the one that was late. How's the conversation been so far? What you guys been talking about?
Great. We're just talking about bedroom sizes, how much income we can possibly make, what city can we do this in. I was informing them that you're out in Florida. You're pretty much the man out there. We all know that, but you do work everywhere. And I want to bring Terrence up again because he has this thing. He has a service that I adore, and I'll keep singing his praises about it because I appreciate it. Him and his team have a service where if you're a little unsure about yourself, because I know it could be your first time.
There we go. We're not using the A word.
Right. I'm trying to get around it.
Yep.
If you're having trouble doing that, because you always want to put your best foot forward, you want to give your best representation when you're pitching your program to the landlord. You want the best chances. Him and his team will pitch your program for you so you have a better chance, because you always want somebody who's knowledgeable, knows what they're talking about, done it a million times, and he does that. Like him and his team have a service for that. So Terrence, can you tell the newcomers that are in the live what you do? You can tell them everything, but I really like that service that you have.
Yeah, then you got me getting here going straight into offers. Some people may be like, who the heck is this Terrence guy? But yeah, I have two different offerings. One, we can help you connect with a landlord partner. The other one is we help you identify the organizations in your area that do have funds. And then I join you on those Zoom calls to help you pitch them. Because a lot of times, sometimes the organization has clients that they're open to, sending to shared housing programs, but they don't feel a relationship or a connection with the person that they're speaking with. And this is a really relationship heavy business. So, knowing where your organization fits in, knowing what's going on currently in the economy around funding that they may be having, their seniors that are getting priced out of lots, the sober living community that has people that try to graduate their program but don't have another place to place them. Once you start saying things like that, they're like, oh, this person knows what they're talking about. Let's make sure that we figure out how to connect with them. And you can do it as a newbie too. Even though I've been in the space since 2021, when I'm on calls with people that I'm working with, I have us practice opening the call like, hey, nice to meet you. We're in the beginning stage of our process, but we plan on opening X amount of homes over the coming months. And instead of going the traditional landlord route, we want to get into the affordable housing space because of X, Y, and Z. And I do that, and I teach other people to do that, because then you can always go back to that. Like, if they ask you because they're going to ask you a question, especially if you're new, they're going to ask you a question you don't know the answer to. You may stumble on some words. They may bring up a policy or an acronym you're not familiar with, right? And instead of feeling like you need to know everything, you could always be like, man, you know what? Friendly reminder, we're in the beginning stages. I'm a newbie here. How would you recommend we handle that situation? Or what do you think we should do in that phase? And then it all goes away. They give you the answer to the test and you're able to keep going. But
I know that's right. Mark Cherry says he met you in Georgia.
Let's go. Who said that?
Mark Cherry.
Mark Cherry. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. It was
I
a pleasure
don't buy
meeting you.
properties, Wolfie, but I just rent. Do you buy properties, Terrence? I don't buy my properties.
I'm looking right now. So if you're in Tampa and you know of somebody selling their home or you're selling the home, I'm looking to buy. 4-bedroom plus. I want 2 baths, and I want it to be at least 1,600 square feet.
The man knows what he wants.
Know what I want. I know what I want. What other some topics you guys have talked
What
about?
else do we have? Hold on.
Kendra said, "Oh wow, my 2 favorites on live." What's up, Kendra? And I got my sound bar. We are back. I feel bad. You've been on live answering questions for 27 minutes. Did you tell people I was joining too? You're like, "Oh, Terrence will be on any minute," or did you
Yeah,
not
I
say that?
told them you were supposed to come on, but I thought you were busy.
I'm so sorry. I let you down.
Sammy says, how is the market in Orlando?
Market's good in Orlando. There's a big need. You can look up a good organization in Orlando is SALT, SALT. That's a good one you can get people from. The challenging part in Orlando is if you're looking to rent, finding a property, because they have Disney. So a lot of the landlords, they're hip to the game, right? They got Airbnbs booming. People are renting out single rooms in their own home because everyone's coming to Disney often. So there's that arbitrage model already in place. So you'll have a harder time finding a property. Still doable, but just be aware of that.
Wolfie says, I'm trying to read it. It's giving me a little, I get them sub 2. I can find that for you, no problem, or high equity pre-foreclosures.
Ruthie, hit me. Yeah, Ruthie, hit me up. I want to do that. She's a sub 2 deal means that she gets properties from
Wolfie.
Roofie. Hopefully he might be a wholesaler, but he said he buys. So he gets properties under contract from people who are trying to sell their home, but they still have a mortgage left on it. So essentially, like, I would be taking over the mortgage payment, but the property would be in my name. Like, I'd get the deed, which is exactly what I'm down for. I'm also down for seller finance deals. So yeah, Roofie, send me.
Hit Terrence up. Can he DM you?
Yeah, send me a DM. I'll see it.
Okay.
Let's go. Look at you. You got the connects.
I got some people in here. You hear me?
You got the connects. Someone said had 3 ready to move in. I opened an MD, but all fell through for different reasons. Help. Share the different reasons why people fell through. But congratulations on having 3 people interested in your home.
Yeah, and they're not going to be the last people to be interested.
Yep.
Like, you got to keep going. They're not going to be the last. That's just the start.
100%. Happy July, by the way. We're officially halfway through the month or the year. Excuse me. So we're on the other half of it.
I tend to overthink everything. It is very tedious getting started. It doesn't have to be, but I know why you're overthinking. Your mind is telling you all kinds of stuff, Riri. I know. And it's not good stuff. It's not. But don't listen to it. Because you, Riri, I'm telling you, seriously, you can do this. I give you my word. Just, I don't know if you're doing it on your own. If you're doing it on your own, just take your time. But you're going to be able to do it. You're going to get to the other end. I promise you. Just do the steps. It's going to work out. If you need help, Terrence and I are here, okay?
100%. And she overthinking is common with us fellow introverts. So nothing to be ashamed of there. One line that I use, and I think I started doing it last year, is remembering that. Sorry, I'm plugging in my phone. Done is better than perfect because perfect's never going to be done. So
That's right.
with overthinking, what happens is you start thinking about, especially at the beginning, it's like, all right, I got to get a website. All right, people are saying market. All right, what if someone asks me questions while I'm marketing? Oh, I need a property. What am I going to say to a landlord? And you spend all day thinking about all of those steps and not taking action on any of them. Or at least that's what I used to do. So, I'll speak for myself. I won't speak about you. Just have your order of operations and just literally do the one step. So if all you're doing is setting up your LLC, you're setting up your LLC right now. Once you're done with your LLC, okay, now I'm doing my EIN number, or now I'm doing my website. Once you're done with your website, okay, now I'm building my list of organizations. Once you're building your list, okay, now I'm doing my outreach. Once you have 3 to 5 solid referral sources, okay, now I'm looking for a landlord partner. And just piece it up piece by piece. It helps with not allowing you to overthink. Kendra said, one fell off, one was from a hospital, one ghosted, and then one was set on private pay and can't meet payment. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about the hospital and the ghosted one, but for the private pay one, but for the ghosted one, don't hesitate to follow up. But that's part of the game. The hardest part of this business is dealing with people at the end of the day.
Do either of you have Georgia contacts? Divine, like what kind of contacts? Like, are you talking about like agency contacts, nonprofit contacts like that? Yes. We'll show you how to find it in your area. How do you guys find the organizations to partner with? Wolfie, they're everywhere. Like, look everywhere. You could start with your local churches. You could start with your local men shelters. You could start with your nonprofits. You could start there. Okay, you will find the people you need.
Yeah, you can go to shelterlistings.org. They have
Yeah.
a bunch of shelters on there.
Everyone I know doing this says it's life changing. Wolfie, it can be. It can be. Last year I was suffering at my job. Do you hear me? And I'm being so serious. Suffering. Like I don't even want to think about it. It makes my stomach like I just getting out of the car to go into the building made me sick. And this year I don't have to. You know what I mean? So it is life changing.
Hey. Our conversation we had for the podcast is coming out not today, but next Thursday.
Hey guys, watch out for the podcast. Don't judge me too hard. It was like my first time on a podcast. So
You did phenomenal.
what about medical services? Do you guys charge medical insurance to cover bed stay like HUD Bash? No, we don't do medical service. There's nothing medical about this.
Yeah, no, HUD-Bash is like more if you want to get your funding from HUD. You're also going to be capped though at fair market rate, so just be cautious of that, which sometimes doesn't work if you're renting a home. On the medical side, though, there are people who do wraparound services for their homes. In some states, there's also a Medicaid, I think it's the 115 waiver, to where you can get somebody who's coming out of a hospital and provide some additional services to them, not as much as a full hospital, but they pay you a lot more for it. But me personally, I don't do that stuff. I keep it simple, just provide housing and go about my day.
Do you all do strictly houses or do you do apartments as well? I do houses, however, you can do it in an apartment. I think Terrence does all houses.
Yeah, I'm on houses too. We have people in my community who do apartments though.
But if you get them from the shelters, who's paying for their stay? Some of the people in the shelters, they do have their own income. Some of them you may come across where they are working people. I don't know if you house working people, but some of them are getting on their feet, going out to find employment, and some of them already have their own income. It could be SSI or SSDI. So that's most of the population that I get, and most
Yep.
people.
And Kendra said, made partnerships. I'm getting appeals, but none of them been good fit. Some are babies. Can't prices, and then can't do stairs. I'm still pushing, but any advice? Keep having the conversations that you're having. Even the organizations that say on their website they only house, maybe it's like women and children or something like that. Still reach out to them, still connect with them, still give them your information, because I promise you they also get calls from individuals in need of housing as well. It sounds like you're marketing, you're establishing relationships. Keep going. You're
That's
just filtering right now. There's not everyone's going to be a good fit for your home. It's your job to set up the home and then trusting God to send you the right people for it.
Yeah, please don't accept anybody. Just, I know you guys want to make an income, but it's going to come back to bite you. It will. What was the website you said to go to, please? Queen Bee, which website? Are you talking about your,
Shelterlistings.org.
oh, what was it?
Shelterlistings.org.
There you go.
Um, the other, never mind. I lost my whole train of thought. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Said thank you.
No problem. Dang.
I'll be aside. Thanks for joining. Veronica Bishop, thanks for joining, you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for the taps. I so greatly appreciate you. How do you align yourself to get payments directly from agencies and not directly from individuals? The agencies are going to, they're going to either ask you if you want like the direct deposit to your business account, or you can go and you can pick. I always opt to go and pick it up. I don't know how you do it, Terrence.
No, I want them to send it to me. I fill out the W-9. You could mail it. You could do direct deposit, but no, I don't like going to pick it up
I
unless I
always
have to.
go bright and early. I'm going to get my money.
No, I respect it. Everyone has their different preference. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Kendra, the other thing you can do, which maybe you are, maybe you aren't, is marketing directly to individuals. So you can use Zillow, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and not just posting on Craigslist, but looking on Craigslist in the housing wanted section to see who's posted saying that they're in need of housing. So you can start going directly to people too, roomies, all of those places.
All right, guys, just gonna see something.
What up, King Kenneth or King Kent?
Just gonna see something.
What are you what are you trying to do?
Hold on, let me shout somebody out.
You're kicking.
Divine Disruption, thank you for tapping my live. You tapped me up over 1,400. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Shout out Devon, you said?
Let me get her name one more time. Divine Disruption.
Shout out Devon Disruption.
How do you determine the price of your beds? Thank you.
Um, What I'm seeing right now is $600 to $800 for a shared room, and $800 to $1,000 for a private room, unless you're in a major metropolitan city. That's pretty standard. The best way though to figure out your bed prices though is when you're connecting with the organizations. Ask them what their clients are used to paying. Ask them what their other housing partners are charging for a similar setup. You can also find some other housing programs in your area. Reach out to them, pretend you're in need of housing, or pretend you have an auntie or cousin in need of housing, sibling, whatever, and ask them for a quote of what it is to move in.
Nice. Just gonna say, I appreciate you. And anytime, anytime. If you have any more questions, just drop them. Feel free. We're only here for the hour.
Ooh, I like it. Shameless plug while we wait. Inago software. I'm officially using it. I think I told you about it last time we talked. It's like a property management tool, and it's free, and it allows you to collect the rent payments automatically. And if you're interested, I have a link in my bio to use it. And I'm trying to get as many shared housing people to use it as possible, because I told them that there's a huge community for shared housing, and we're going to have so many people on the platform that they're going to have to start building out features just for us.
Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I wanted to ask you something, Terrence, but I'm gonna just message it to you because you probably are already doing it, or I don't know if you know about it, but I'm gonna just message you.
Go ahead. That works.
No, actually, you don't. Favorite legacy. What all need to be in the folder when you're out networking? You can have your flyers if you have them. Do you have business cards, Riri? Do you have those yet? What's the name of the app again, Terrence? You can
Inago. Actually, go to my page, click the link in my bio. There's a link that will take you directly to it so you can set up your free account.
Do you have brochures yet, Riri? Do you have those things?
It's on the bottom of my link.
Perfect.
And if you do set up account, hit me up, and then I'm gonna put together I'm new to the software too, so I'm not an expert on it, not telling you it's perfect, but so far it's been really good. And then we'll put together like a training or something for it, and I'll probably share that with people who are already using it.
Divine, if you're asking me, we go over everything from start to finish. We're going to go over your foundation. We're going to, of course, go over the agencies where I need you to reach out to so we can get the people in your program. We're going to go over the script that you're going to say, because I'm going to give you a script for the agency. Also going to give you the script to the landlord. So when you're reaching out, you know what to say so you're not fumbling over your words. She said that. That's it. That's all it took. Okay. I know that. But yeah, we're going to go over everything. You're not going to be, so you're not all over the place, from start to finish. You're going to be fine, Divine. You're going to be fine. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you.
You are better than me. Let me shout some people out for liking the live. Kendra, thank you so much for liking the live.
Kendra.
Marie, thank you for liking the live. Appreciate you guys. I am not as good as leading and thanking people, but we're here now. I got you, Kendra. She said, "Yeah, shout me out."
That's right. No, but you're really good with the sound effects. You're on point with that.
I got my sound effects down.
I forget to use them.
Thank you, Coco, for liking the live.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys for liking the live. It really does help me.
Kendra says she loves us. Love you too, Kendra. Say it again.
So I like when they like the live because it shows me what they're interested in. Like I'm giving you some type of value. So that's how I see it. Like if you're not liking it, then I'm saying something that you're not interested in, or you're just forgetting to like the live.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you, Coco. Thanks for the rose. All right, what should we talk about, Lena? Let's we got people liking the live. What's something? Well, you've actually been talking. I feel like I haven't given enough value, but that's only because I've only been on here for like a few minutes. But what's something we could touch on, or something maybe you already touched on that we can go deeper on?
Let's see. How about definitely on point. I know that's right. Latoya, hi baby. How are you? We can talk about if anybody in the chat, like what I don't know where everybody's at. I don't know where they're at in their journey. I don't know if they started. Like, where are you at? Are you just thinking about it? Is that where we're at, or have you started something? Have you done anything? Oh, I miss you too, honey bun. Like, where are you at? That way, I can kind of navigate this a little better.
That's a good
What are
question.
you having the most trouble with? I don't think about the house right now. It's coming. Like, we don't even you don't have anybody to put in there yet. So
Coco said, well, Royalty said, I'm considering it. Coco said, I live in Atlanta area 5, but three bath empty, 75% furnished house. I'm stuck.
wait,
Um,
stuck
uh,
on what?
Someone else said networking is the problem. Let's dive deeper into like dang, I'm saying like a lot tonight. I apologize, guys. We gotta practice. Every time I'm gonna have to figure out how to stop saying that. But let's dive deeper into marketing and connecting with organizations and maybe some strategies that have worked for you to not just because we say oh, market, go out and market and market, and some people think that just means dropping off flyers, or some people think that means I have one call with a with somebody, and then you just sit and wait on the phone. But what does it actually take for someone to send a client or refer a client to you, and not just a client, but refer a good client to you, and walk through that whole process? So, what's your if you had to pick a marketing strategy that you use to help get your home filled, what would you say you're the best at? Is it
Emailing.
emailing? Is it calling in person? Is it hopping on Zoom calls? What's your kind of go to?
My go-to is emailing, and I know that being face to face with somebody is probably the best option. But what I prefer, and with my comfort level, I prefer emailing. Like, and it's just not just sending one email out per day. Like, I'm on it. Do you hear me? Monday through Sunday. Like, I have to find different programs Monday through Sunday, and I like emailing more because it just feels like I just have I don't want to say upper hand, but I'm more comfortable that way. That way they know what my program's about, what I want, like all of the information, they have it right there in the email. So when they hit me back, they know they can give me the answers, right? It's just more simple for me to do it that way. I also do after hour calling because it's just easier for me that way. If you have like an outgoing personality, and like I adore people with those personalities, like how I wish, right? Like I can have like a little piece of that, because when they have like the gift of gab, and they're like have this outgoing personality, they can literally talk to anybody. And if you have that type of personality, you'll really be great at this. Not saying if you don't, because I don't have that, you'll still be successful. It's just that, you just have to kind of maneuver around it if it makes you that uncomfortable.
How many follow-up emails are you typically having to send until you get a reply? And then can you talk more about your calling after hours strategy? I know we talked about that on your podcast episode, but I think I'd never heard of someone doing that until you told me about it. So can you talk more about that too?
Yes, I do after hour calling, meaning, literally after 5 o'clock, people are usually wrapping up and going home. I know that when I call, no one's going to be there, and that is the purpose why I'm calling. I don't want anybody to answer the phone because sometimes, again, I'll start to, fumble over my words because I get a little, that the A word. So I always want to put my best foot forward. I always want to make sure that my words are crisp and concise and straight to the point. So if I'm talking to them over the phone and sending them a message, I don't have any interruptions. It's just me on the phone. I can pitch my program. I can tell them what I need. I can tell them what I offer. That way, they have to call me back, right? So when they call me back, they already know my name. They already know my program. They already know what I offer. So there's really not too much to say, but oh yes, we do have clients. Oh yes, I would love to tour your home. There's not too much to say on that call. That's why I do it. You, if you don't have a problem with telephone calls, please, you can call during the day, but I just do it after hours because it just gives me, you know, it makes me feel a little better inside when I'm pitching my program and I can say it like flawlessly.
I like that. So, and that's you picked up a strategy that works for you. So, just to recap for everyone, she is a fellow introvert like me, and she said, "Hey, I'm calling organizations, but I'm hoping they don't answer. So I'm not only am I going to hope they don't answer, I'm going to guarantee they don't answer because I'm calling after hours. So as soon as 5 o'clock hits, that's where she starts dialing, and she is doing that so that she could just leave a voicemail and not have anybody on the other line to potentially ask a question. You can have your script up in front of you over here, and now you're just reading off what your housing program does. And she said that made her feel more comfortable so that when they did call back, at least they already had a good amount of information. So the questions that they asked, she was ready to answer. That's a phenomenal strategy. You figured out what worked for you. And if you are in the same boat to where you're not comfortable talking on the phone, maybe you try that out and see how it goes. I'm on the other side of the spectrum to where I say, just call, just be okay with your first call. You're gonna stumble on some words. They're gonna ask you a question you don't know the answer to. You're not gonna sound as good as you want to sound, but the more you do it, you'll just get better and better and better over time. But I think both ways can work, and your way clearly worked for you.
Yeah, I haven't met an in person, like I haven't gone in person. Like I literally just do my emails, and I do like I say, I do a crap load of emails. I'm not just sitting around waiting for that one agency. No, I'll catch up with you in a couple days and send out my, my follow up email. But I'm on it. I'm on it, like on it, on it.
How
But if
many
you want
follow
me
up
to be there,
emails? How many follow up emails do you usually have to send until you get a reply?
one, one,
One follow up email.
yeah. No, one time I did do it twice, and they never got. I don't think it ever sent because it was just. I think yeah. When I was looking at it, it said rejected, and I didn't realize it said like rejected. So I had to
I'm
re.
gonna have to get your email scripts. We have people sometimes, and because we're doing, sending close to 40 emails a day. Sometimes we'll have organizations that we have to send, 7, 8, 9 follow up emails to until we get a reply back. But that's mostly when reaching out to the company email, the info at or the support at email. But we don't give up. It's either a yes or it's a no. But you need to tell me one or the other.
One or the other. I'm leaving here with something. Like, am I on the list or what's happening? Put me on the list. Do you continue to send even if no house? Consent to continue to send my emails? Glass? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Because people are busy sometimes. They might not get to your email right away, or they might not have someone to send to you right away. So yes, still, even if you have no house, you have to promote, you have to get out there, you have to let people know, you have it. And it might come a time, maybe you don't have a house, right? It's okay because I have came into the situation where I was doing a lot of promoting and I didn't have my house yet. It's okay because what most will do, hopefully is say, okay, when you get it, come back. So don't think just because you don't have a house that you shouldn't be out there marketing. Please market.
Definitely. Coco said we need organization ideas. Where do we start? Where do we find these organizations?
You find what you find them anywhere, depending on who is she trying to house.
That's a phenomenal question. I don't know, Coco, if you want to answer that, but you can, if you're using Google, you can search rapid rehousing programs in your area, reentry service programs in your area. You can search behavioral health centers in your area. If you want a website, you can go to shelterlistings.org, domesticshelters.org. If you want to use like a AI tools, you can, search some stuff, like finding organizations in your area. You could also, there's services out there that you can pay. You can go on Fiverr or Upwork and hire a virtual assistant to build you a list of organizations in your area. There's tons of ways to do it. And I mean, if you click the link in my bio, you can, for $67, you can get a full list of organizations that are in your area, and you can select if you want it to be veteran focused, returning home citizen focused, sober living focused, etc. And I will give you a list of as many as can find.
It's a gold mine.
Kendra, appreciate you. Kendra said she's in Baltimore. I actually have heard Baltimore is a tougher one when it comes to not finding the organizations, but getting them to send you the people, Kendra. You're going to have to switch and go heavier on direct to individuals. So do a lot of Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Roomies, post your private rooms on Zillow. And then when you do get in contact with these organizations, you can't rely on a single person. You have to multi-thread. So if you meet one case manager, you have to, in a better way, but you have to ask them for an introduction into their colleagues or for a different department in their program, because they all have different caseloads of clientele that they're working with, and you want to have access to all of them, not just that one person's caseload.
Seriously. What about zoning compliance? I don't have that issue. A lot of people don't have that issue. But, Lachey, if you do, it depends on where you're at, right? If you do, again, just go on your official county's website. If it's only if you require it. Like, I don't even know if your state requires it. Just go on your official county's website. Look for the permit. It's a tab that's gonna say permit or zoning. You're gonna click that. You're gonna fill it out. Okay. In a couple days, you're gonna get a letter, and it's gonna give you a date where you're going to have to go to a little hearing. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. If I got through it, anybody could get through it. You're just going to pitch your program the same way you would pitch it to any of the agencies. You're going to tell them all the good that your program does, why you should have it in the community. Okay? In about 30 days, they're going to reach back out to you with a yay or a nay. Usually, if nobody objects, you're going to get it. Okay? You're going to get the letter. But just if someone does object, like, no, I don't want this in my neighborhood, it doesn't mean it's a no. Because they're going to have to explain, okay, this program does this for the people, it's affordable, it's structured, why wouldn't you want this in your community? They're going to have to come up with something good, okay? They just can't just say, no, I don't want it here. So it's not an absolute no. But in 30 days, you'll get your letter and then you can open. It just takes a little longer, but you'll still be able to do it.
Tay said, what about ATL, Atlanta? Big market. There's tons of people. There's tons of organizations in Atlanta. There's tons of people in need of housing in Atlanta. Trickiest part with Atlanta is not going too far out to the suburb area so that you're still near public transportation.
Lachey, Terrence is in Florida. Is this hearing for all housing? It's just, okay. Usually I'm going to say that some states require it, but some don't. But if yours happen to need zoning, sometimes they'll say 5 or more unrelated people. You can only have up to 5 unrelated people. If you're going to house more than 5 unrelated, you're going to need the permit, right? So it's just for that. It's just if you're going to house more than those 5 unrelated people.
Orlando, Florida is booming. I'm in Tampa, Florida, so Orlando's good. I've helped a good amount of people get set up in Orlando. Again, we mentioned it earlier. Someone asked about Orlando. Trickiest part is looking for a property because you guys have Disney, so a lot of landlords are already hipped with the rental arbitrage model. So you just have to come off a little bit more professional, figure out what their pain points are, and close the deal at the end of the day. It's gonna take more at bats, but you can do it.
Do it in Dallas.
Does it get saturated? No, it doesn't get saturated.
In Philly too, with this zoning issue, yeah, you can get around it. You're just gonna have to do your little hearing. Take a little longer, but you'll still be able to.
And
Sweet Rose Tea.
I thought something happened.
No, Sweet Rose Tea is here. Hi, honey bun.
I like it.
It's always good to see you. Always.
Shameless plug for myself. June was locked back in mode for the gym, and your boy's shoulders looking wide. You know, we out here I'm trying to fit them both in the screen. You know, but so we're back. We're officially a month in. July is going to be a good month. I'm not going to make it for summer. Appreciate you, Pops.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. But if you guys have any questions, just let me know because you know my social battery.
Social battery drain. You came on here and you were on time though. You've been on live for over an hour. So shout out to you. Do you want to do this again next week? Now that I know you're serious and you mean the time you mean,
Yeah.
I can hop in. All right, we'll do it. We'll plan it again for next week.
Yeah. I'll help you.
I need to duplicate
No,
that.
permit, not necessarily. It depends on how many. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't quote me. I don't think so. But even if you do, it's okay. You just have to wait an extra 30 days for a response. I mean, for the go ahead.
What they asked?
Does Virginia need a permit?
No.
No. There you go. Oh, you're very welcome, Riri. I appreciate you for showing up, showing love. I appreciate all of you, honestly. It's always a good time. You're welcome.
What's up, Coach Noya? Appreciate you.
It's always a good time. I love when I'm live with you guys. I love talking to you guys. I really do. But the time
No,
is
Sammy, there's not. Tay said it's giving people the easy part or the hardest. It's get people the easy is getting people the easy part or the hardest. It's not either. I think the managing the people is the hardest part once they're actually in the home.
Lady Williams, yes. Yeah, it's the people. Because people have different temperaments, different, personalities, ways of life. So, but it's worth it. I say it's worth it. Terrence knows it's worth it. Everybody in the business model knows it's worth it. So
100%. If you're just looking to make money, then don't do it. But if you care about the people and you want to, hear the thank yous of people telling you the difference that you've made in their lives, hear the stories of someone, sleeping outside or their horror stories in the homeless shelter, then do the business. But if you're just looking to make money, there's other businesses you could do to make money. You don't need to do this.
I check on my clients once a week, and then I do my official thorough check-ins for the room once a month on the first of the month.
Florida does not require a permit whatsoever.
What do you mean, like the
One
person? Like women or men? I house men, but depends.
one thing to remember, guys, when debating on like the permit or not, go to the Bible said there's nothing new under the sun. So
Yep.
go to people who have done it already. That's what I did when I first got started. Oxford House is someone I consider as the pioneers in this business model. It's oxfordhouse.org, OXFORD house.org. They have nearly 3,000 locations spread out across the United States. None of them are licensed, none of them have permits. The reason why we're able to have more than 5 unrelated individuals living in our homes is because the individuals we house are considered disabled, so they're protected by the Federal Fair Housing Law. Oxford House, when they first got started in 1965, had to fight this in their area because they were in a HOA. It went to court. It went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and Oxford House won. So you can look all this up. It's all public information on the internet. They also have their locations live on their website. So you can go to oxfordhouse.org, type in your state and your county, and you can see how many locations they have near you, where they are. And if they're doing it, why can't you?
Perfection. Divine disruption. Thank you, baby. I greatly appreciate you. Florida doesn't. You're in Florida. They don't require zoning.
What's up, G Money? Oh man, what else before I gotta go soon.
Okay, me too. So if you have more than 5 individuals for automatic, no, it's not automatic. It's not automatic. Some states, it's not for everybody. Sweet Rose Tea, thank you, baby. My honey.
What has been what's been the hardest part on your journey? What was the hardest thing you had to do with getting your home up and running?
The hardest part, honestly, let's see. Well, my first one was like really, really ridiculously hideous. So it was the labor of it. Mine wasn't moving ready, so it was the labor of it. And
I'm so sorry. I gotta cut you off right there because I think that's perfect. Your first home was hideous. You put in work to get it up to par, but you still rented the home, and that's the same home that freed you from your 9 to 5 job, correct?
right, you were
Right.
right.
There's so many people who will pass up on that home because they're looking for the perfect home. They want it all. It has to be freshly painted. Needs to have everything set up the right way, and then they're like, I can't find a home or I can't find a landlord to work with. To where you saw a project. What all did you have to do to get the home where it needed to be when you rented it?
Well, I needed to paint. Oh my gosh, the floors had to be redone. Not
Paint.
They were wood floors. Yeah, I had to paint the walls, the floors, some fixtures, the
Painted the
bathroom,
floors? What do you mean?
the floors.
You painted the floors?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, stained. You
stain.
stained them?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So all right. So painted the floors, or sorry, painted the walls, stained the floors.
The
What else?
fixtures, like the handles for the knobs for the bathroom and the kitchen.
Updating the fixtures,
The
light
ceiling,
bulbs,
yeah, the ceiling. It's not a ceiling. It's that. What did you call that stuff? It's like it's
stain.
it's a ceiling, but you could push it up. Like,
Oh, like paper.
yeah, it's not paper, but it's like
I said it serious too, right? It's not about what you say, people. It's not about what you say. It's about how you say it. Not about what you say, but how you say it. Someone said ventilation. I don't think it's the ventilation. I think you're talking about the
ceiling,
like
the tiles,
wallpaper,
the
wallpaper,
tiles. What's
wallpaper.
oh, wallpaper?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from you. That's what I meant by paper. Shout out to
The
It's
ceiling.
Whatever.
The ceiling. When you push it up, you could push it up. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
like in those school buildings.
Yes,
That was in the house.
yes. Like in the
Okay.
kitchen to redo those, but it it all got done and it looked pretty good. So I was just like, I'm gonna do it. Like he has no problem. He's ready to rent it out. He's just like, I don't know if you're gonna want it. Give me. I want it. So I had
And
to do a lot, but it was worth it.
did you
And then
have
he
did you
cut.
have experience doing any of that stuff before?
No, but I know people who do. Like my friends, they're in carpentry. They own houses. They paint and stuff. So they
Had
all
you
help me
had you
out.
asked them to do something like that before, or this was your first time asking?
Never. First time.
So would you say
First time.
that the reason why one of the reasons why you were able to leave your 9 to 5 from setting up this home is because you were resourceful with the resources that you had?
Yes, I would say so. I would
Okay,
definitely say
cool.
so.
So you took on and sorry for cutting you off. I know there's somebody out here looking for a property that's like,
Drop
there's
ceiling. No,
not
that's what it
enough.
is, Lady William. Thank you.
G Money
Thank you
said
for
drop ceiling too. But you took on a property that needed some work. You weren't scared. You were okay putting in the work for it. It freed you. It did what it wanted to do, and you didn't know how to do each step, right? And you're an overthinker just like me. But even with that, you didn't let that stop you from the goal, which was to stop being bedside. You're like, hey, I'm
right,
done with this. I need to figure
right,
this out. So if I gotta hit up somebody from high school who I haven't talked to in years because I see they've been posting on Instagram that they do floors,
right.
hey big head, what's
Yeah,
going on, how you been, right? Whatever you have to do, and you weren't afraid to just take those steps. And I think that is business in a nutshell. You're not going to have all of the answers the whole time. You have to just be willing to step out and figure it out. And there's probably you probably know some stuff. I mean, you don't remember the name of it, but you probably could walk into a house now and be like, okay, I know what we'd have to do to this type of ceiling, right?
I learned how to paint. I know that.
You learn how to
Sheesh.
paint, right? And no one can take that
And I
stuff
know how to
away
put
from
the
you.
strips on the wall. I know how to do that now.
There you go. And no one can take that away from you. I think that's dope. So that wasn't I don't know how you said that, and I was like, all right, well, it touched, it hit my shanana. So I was like, let's talk about that instead of the hardest thing. But yeah, guys, I think that if you are considering doing it, you should do it. It sounds like there's some people who are in the process of their marketing phase. There's more people marketing, just like you. The business model is more popular, so yeah, it's gonna take longer on the marketing. It's gonna take more relationships, but as long as you don't stop, it's inevitable that you get it done. You're gonna have to screen people out. A good line that I use with organizations, and they love this. I'd be like, "Oh, what's your criteria?" All right. Who do you got in your life? How many people? I want to
I
see
got
how many
35
people get in
over here.
together. Huh?
I got 35 over here.
We got a good amount getting the game. Okay, okay, okay. If they ask you, what is your criteria for people? You never don't just answer the question because that's so broad, right? They don't even know what they're looking for in that answer. Say, ooh, that's a phenomenal question. With our motto, we really try to do our best to screen people in instead of out because there's so
That's
many
just
other
it. Look at
organizations. Look,
you.
there's so many other organizations that have strict criteria for people. So we understand our clientele may not have the best credit score, may have been incarcerated in the past, maybe even have some evictions. The main one we probably won't be able to house is registered SOs. But other than that, we're gonna do our best to screen people into our program instead of out. You drop that, they're like, oh,
It's
you'll see
over.
everyone's in the
It's
rooms,
over. It's
head
over.
nodding. They're not even writing down your answer. They're just,
It's over. Cause I was ready to. I was ready to throw you some people with that one.
yep. Use that and then let us know how it goes.
Yes, that was good. That was good. That was a good one. All right.
Appreciate you. Clap for myself. All right. I gotta go though. So it's been a
It's
pleasure.
been great.
What recap on my side. Oh, Inargo software. It's a property management tool. Click the link in my bio. It's a free tool. Allows you to send your resident agreements. They can do maintenance requests, and you collect payments on autopilot. And the reason why I like them is because there's no processing fee. Now, I don't like other tools because I've used them and then they take, percentage of the money. Anago doesn't do that, and you can push it onto the resident. So the link for that is in my bio if you're interested. If you need a list of organizations in your area, I have OrgConnect. It's $67. You put in your city and state, and it'll give you a list of up to 200 organizations that you can get your way, that you can reach out to. You could pick if you want it to be veteran focused, age out, foster care focused, shelter focused, etc. And I don't know if Lena already told you guys or not, but she is a phenomenal person to work with because she really does care about people. She's told me some of the stuff that she does for people that she works with, and I was like, you doing all that? What are we doing? But she's really, 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 really cares. And she is a introvert's introvert in some ways. So she has gone through different strategies like calling after hours that can help another introvert utilize and do. So when you guys do show up to her lives, please continue to support her, like it, check out the link in her bio. She has a lot of great stuff in there, and you don't have to worry about getting scammed or something like that from her. She wouldn't be able to, she's been on live for an hour, almost an hour and a half. If she didn't know her stuff, she wouldn't be able to do that.
There you go.
It's easy to hide behind a 30-second video. You can't hide when you're answering questions live. So Lena, appreciate you. Thanks for inviting me on. Sorry for the tardiness.
It's okay. You'll do better next week, right?
I will do better next week. 5 o'clock next week, Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday the 9th. I will be here. It's on my calendar.
All right. I'll see you, Terrence.
All right. Thank you. Have a blessed night, everybody.
All right, you guys. You know what time it is because I am very hungry. But if you Riri said bye. Do you have any questions? Because I'm going to jump off. Nurse K, hi, baby. But let me just leave you with this real quick. If you are thinking about it, right? If you're just thinking about it, I really want you to, I hope you go through with it. I really do. This, even just buy one house, right? It's going to get you up out of whatever slump that you've been in, right? Anybody can use it. I'm going to use the 4-bedroom because that's what I have. And I hope, you potentially get one too. But actually $4,000 a month is nothing to sneeze at, right? A lot of people aren't bringing home $4,000 after taxes. This could really help you guys. This could help you. It could help anyone, all right? And I don't care if you're 25 or 75. I get a lot of older people in my DMs like, can I still do it? What do you? Yeah, of course you can still do it. As long as you have the energy to do it and you want to go out and you can promote and you're still healthy, you can do it. Do it. Okay? Documents. What documents, Queen? All the documents for the intake forms and your intake packets, I have those in the bio. But yes, just do it. If you're thinking about it, even just make small steps towards, do the small things, do the free things first until you get to the big project, which is the house. Okay? Yeah, the forms I have in the bio. Thanks so much for also. Oh, thank you, Riri. I appreciate you. All right, guys, I gotta go eat. I'm starting to get a headache. But it was great talking to you. I guess I'll see you guys next Thursday, right? All right. See you guys. If I could just log off. I think my phone is kind of playing tricks on me here. Sweet Rose C. I'm gonna come on Thursday. Bye, baby.